That music drives me crazy.
Hi.
We'll change it.
I'm
I
always
think there was
humming
supposed to
along
be some
it.
other video playing, wasn't there?
Let's do
Around,
that.
Studios presents Figure Action. That one's me.
Yeah. Around the 15-second mark, the beat slows down and messes me up while I'm humming to it.
So that sounds like more of a you kind of problem if you're humming to it, though. You're creating that issue.
Kinda.
You've decided now is a good time to update your phone. You're like, you know what? This show, this fantastic endeavor that you're trying to go on every Thursday night. You're like, fuck that. I'm just gonna go update my MySpace on my old phone.
No, I'm looking at comments.
Are you? Oh, well, that's nice. Tell them I say hi. Not that
Are they
can hear me.
MySpace comments?
YouTube comments.
You approve everybody tonight.
Toy Mafia, Nightwing,
Full freedom of speech tonight.
Aquatechy, sorry.
What?
Antoine Lewis.
Very good. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Thursday night. Another episode of Figure Action. My name is Matt, and joining me are two of the... how you guys want to classify yourselves? Gaggle, swarm, murder?
Gaggle's great. Murder sounds really cool.
Yeah, okay.
Flock.
So joining me...
A flock of... Oh, yeah, I won't continue that.
I don't want to be a gaggle.
Okay, then with the other murder of podcasters, let's start with T-Man. T-Man, how are you? And things did you buy?
I am spectacular, and I bought so many things you're gonna regret asking. But let's see. In front of me, Rotostorm. Marvel Legends Morbius. Marvel Legends Carnage. Marvel Legends Ghost Spider. And Venomized Miles. And the crap.
Phage.
Yeah, Phage. Thank you. And they all combine to form Voltron right here.
Marvel Legends Voltron.
Yes. This is Build-A-Figure of the Year. I also got Marvel Legends Falcon, whose wing has come off. I like this body that they use for him, so I like him.
Do you wish he had more chest hair showing?
Oh,
like
no.
Costume.
I hated that costume. Well, any costume he has with any type of skin showing, I hated that. Tenya Ida, or Ida Tenya, however you want to pronounce that. This just came in here today.
Yeah.
Runabout from Target. People probably saw this today earlier, but my order for this did not get canceled, unlike everybody else who was in my comments. It seemed like everybody wanted. Well, I feel sorry for them, but they're coming in there specifically to tell me that their order got canceled instead of just jumping on the other person who said their order got canceled.
My order also got canceled, but it was because I clicked the cancel button.
Oh. I picked up Lord Draken because he was on sale for Black Friday. It's a cool figure, but I already knew that was going to be cool because it's the same body for everybody. Bought this from Matt. Figma. Bakugo. Another orange guy. Best Action Naruto.
Do you watch Naruto, or have you? I know nothing. I know zero about that anime.
I used to watch it over my younger brother's shoulder.
Okay.
So I was at least hoping. I know enough about him and what he can do, and I was hoping this would be the best action figure, like it says right there. But
it doesn't look like it's gonna be. I don't want to ruin the surprise, but
oh no, I already reviewed. It.
Oh, you did. Okay. Is it decent? Because in the packaging, it does not look all that great.
Everything's decent about it, but The ab articulation is horrible. It's like Jazzware, but worse because you can barely move it at all. And if you do move it, you'll snap his body in half. And they didn't give him bicep swivel at all or swivel at the elbow in the single jointed elbows. Matt found this for me for that price right there. If you go can see that.
Good deal.
And there's more. Marvel Legends Mystique. Marvel Legends Cyborg Spider-Man. Marvel Legends Rogue. Negative Spider-Man, who I haven't opened yet. Gambit. Open that. Rogue. Black Cat. The Armorer.
Wait, you had Black Cat open. What is this trickery? What is this for? Craziness. Witchcraft. I got it. Okay.
Rogue was open too. And
Oh, that's right.
what else? I feel like it's probably something else.
You can always fill us in as you find it.
I know where they are. And I got Gigawatt. He's open as well. And my first Kingdom figure, which I reviewed, but we started being live and I was not able to finish.
Yeah, this is breaking news, right?
Sort of, I guess.
T-Man breaking news.
I was able to review it before we started, but I wasn't able to finish editing because everybody wanted to interrupt me. So there we have that. You'll see the review. I did compare him to this, which I'm not sure if anybody else did. But and one last thing, some crazy guy. He asked me if I wanted to review this, and I was like, yeah.
It was me.
And now I bet he's gonna think I'm gonna send it back.
He is gonna send it back.
That's it. I've fallen for that a few times, Joe.
Imagination works. Goku right here. He's like a little over somewhere between 7 and 8 inches tall, and he has TV League arms. It feels like exactly like TV League, so there's no joints right there. So I guess they thought it was so important that he not have elbow joints. But I need to review this. I have some thoughts. I don't want to spoil it. But I believe that's it.
Well, that was a solid 7-9 on the Womack scale.
I was going to say that. It's like that sounds like a Womack ranking right there.
Let's see what he's done here.
And somebody's kids ain't getting shit for Christmas because somebody broke.
7 out of 10 Womacks. All righty. And
one I have covered. I told him already Merry Christmas when he got the PlayStation 5. I went, happy birthday, happy graduation, Merry Christmas. Leave me alone.
Oh, we have a surprise edition down below if you want to click them in. Look who it is.
Da, 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 da.
Ready Player 4.
From the forges and the fires of hell, he's finally battled back to be with us again.
He's still in the apartment. Congratulations on the house.
Yes. We move Saturday.
Sweet.
And I'll bet that'll be just a fun day.
Don't look like you're packed up.
Well, while the wife and kid are carrying all the furniture in, he'll be in his new ready room or collection room, whatever you want to call it, man cave, unboxing all his figures that he hasn't had time to do.
You can tell her, look, Meg, I could have been unboxing this the whole time, but you didn't want me to. So now when there's shit to carry, that's when I've chosen now to have some me time.
I got guys coming in. I got the pack rat showing up tomorrow. We do the loading up on Saturday. And yeah, I am open for room names. You know, whether it be the evil lair. I can't do the ready room. That's you, Joe. And sadly, as of right now, IKEA is out of Black Billy bookcases.
They'll get them back.
Oh, you want these?
They might have gone on sale.
You can drive up here to Maryland and pick them up.
So
they come fully loaded with all the stuff too.
No.
I actually found a very neat set that I'll be ordering. Once I get the shelves, I did find a very neat light setup that I'm going to be ordering from teamamazon.com. Link in the description below. And
don't make promises like that. I don't think it is.
Jeez, I'm gone for a couple weeks and the whole place goes to hell.
It goes to shit. Nah, it's down there. I think.
Let's see. I'm going to go investigate this. I'm going to do some research.
But no, you can't investigate because it's your turn.
Oh, it's not there. It is not there. Confirmed. I'm doing great. I feel like it's been like forever since.
No, that was lackluster. Do it again. I'm doing great. Try again.
No, not now. I don't feel that great now. You just kind of put me in a bad mood, actually.
Oh yeah, I got a whole.
No, I'm pretty sure it's been like 3 weeks since I've. So I gotta like knock the rust off. But I got a Mandalorian.
Ooh.
Yeah, that I had to order off the internets because no store wants to have these in stock. I gave up on even trying. I'm not going to get the one with the Baby Yoda because, well, one, I never get to Target, and two, if I do get to Target, someone else already bought them all, Kevin. So I'm not even going to try. But I'm very happy that this does not have plastic binders. So if you do hear a little bit of that popcorn, that'll be me later. But other than that, I got my Goku, which I can't show because T-Man has it and he already showed it. And I miss him.
And T-Man or the Goku?
Yeah.
I miss them both. I missed all you guys. I do feel like it's been like a long time.
Kevin says you're an asshole.
Oh, okay.
That's not breaking news, though.
No, it's
not. Dave, are you prepared to to have a spiel, or
can we do?
If you do not want to know what my haul has been since the last time I've been on this show,
I have a special request though.
Okay.
It's been a while, Dave, since you've been on. Can we pretend like we just started the show and you can do like your shitty joke? Are you think you're
Studios presents Figure Action. That one's me.
And then I said to him, dude, get the hell out of my store. We've been sold out of them for months. It's not my damn fault. You didn't buy a patio heater. So you're fucked. I don't care if it's your Christmas party, your baptism, your mother's funeral. You ain't getting one. Out of my store.
And then he left the store.
Well, I mean, no, he went back. The priest went back to the church, and it was an awkward Sunday.
No.
Holy.
I don't know if he shouldn't have been throwing all those parties anyway, because I don't know if you know this or not, but there's kind of something going around, a little bug going around.
A little bit.
It was that, or it was the other. The best thing I ever heard was the best joke I ever heard told to me by a priest was, "How do you get a nun pregnant?"
How?
You fucker.
All right, thanks for joining us, Dave. We'll see you again in about 3 or 4 weeks.
So, yeah, Dave, why don't you at least tell us some of the highlights then of all the things?
I actually have in a tote behind me all 3 of the Crow Robins. I won the online ordered lottery and ordered 3, and each one of them had a different face. Ooh. I've got the almost that entire wave actually, except the Batman from that wave, which Walmart, even though it hadn't shipped, Walmart would not change the delivery address. Go freaking figure. So they had to cancel the order. So I ordered the figure from Team Amazon, and that'll be arriving on Monday. So Meg just doesn't know how much crap's going to be arriving next week, because I finally told Nathan to send me everything he owes me. And that's going to go a little awkward when that box shows up. And then I still haven't shipped out all my Big Bad Toy Store stuff yet. But the house is gorgeous. We're excited. We move in Sunday. I mean, that's the big thing I got. I said, caught up on McFarlane. I got just about all of the Transformers wave except for the Alicon. And I'm caught up on all my Marvel Legends, I think, because I got the Venom wave. I've got the Joe Fixit wave. So I got a hell of a lot of stuff that I just cannot wait to start taking photos of.
I mean, this is the time of year, right, when boxes just show up at people's houses anyway. So there could be any number of things in there that she doesn't have to concern herself with, right? I mean, there's a built-in excuse.
I'm going to time the Big Bad Toy Store shipment to arrive around my birthday. Just, the toy god said hi.
And that's how it works.
Yeah.
I mean, you pray enough points, right? And then you get the toy god smile on you. I mean, that's how religion works anyway. You pray in points. Sometimes it's sometimes there's paid DLC, but you know, the Four Horsemen DLC coming out at the end of the year. Did you even talk about the Alicon? I can't remember if you mentioned it.
I did.
What? There's a review out, isn't there?
Yeah, I forgot to mention that I got it
because I pay attention to your stuff, T-Man.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I really
like
do.
When
I care. Just like I care to always mention to get your best toys from Nate Simmons Toys and Collectibles because he's the best guy to get his stuff from. And Joe, that is a really nice shirt you have there.
Hey, thank you.
It matches the logo that's so near your head in the video feed. Now you're almost like the mascot of the show. So that really worked out well. I'm glad we planned it that way. As for me,
hey Matt, how you doing?
Oh yeah, hey Matt, how are you doing?
I'm great. I was off today. I'm off tomorrow. Off on the weekend. 4-day weekend is fine by me.
Come on down to North Carolina. Could use your help.
Don't think that's gonna happen.
I got T-Man coming down. He's sleeping in the guest room because Kevin, T-Man's part of my family, and he's allowed to stay with my family.
Just to clarify, just to make sure everyone's on the same page there. So, I finally got my runabout from Target. He is cool. I don't know if it's just me or T can maybe speak about this when he opens his, but I find this guy's got less paint on him than Runamuck does, because Runamuck's pretty much painted from head to toe. But I have more trouble sealing this guy together in alt mode than I do him.
I can't find Runamuck anywhere.
So I'd like feedback on that. If anybody else is having the same trouble. The greatest Transformer in the history of Transformers, I got my Gigawatt. The alt mode on this is definitely worth the price. The robot mode is certainly a robot.
The greatest alt mode in the history of Transformers.
Yeah. So that's awesome. This is a thing that I've long wished to happen, kind of like on my dream wish list, and it finally happened, and I'm glad to have it in my collection. Why didn't you order one? I had two on order.
I think I missed it.
Oh. Got this 2 weeks ago, I think, and this is probably in the running for one of my figures of the year this year. The amazing Yamaguchi Midoriya.
Mine's on order.
In fact, this one, even my wife walked past me a few days ago and said, "Wow, you must really like that because I haven't seen you mess with a figure as much as that one, because that's the one I seem to always have out posing around." So that says a little something. I got in a few days ago the Figma Uraraka because I don't mind mixing lines. I'm going to hold on to her and see what Amazing Yamaguchi's going to order or going to release for her probably sometime next year, maybe. But for now, she is awesome for the price that I got her. She is like $100 US ish, 90 to $100. I got her for 67 shipped on Amazon in Japan.
Nice.
So that's why I bid on it. I was going to skip her. I canceled her because that's what I do. And I at that price, I had to end up ordering her. Let's see. From Nate sent me the figures were ever on the shelf, but he ended up sending me my Cad Bane and my same Mandalorian that Joe was fingering earlier. I don't know if I talked about them last show or not. It all runs together, but there they are. And then for anybody that's been to Target or Walmart knows that the Black Series no longer exists on the store shelves. They're just pegs. There's nothing there. They don't exist anymore. And because I still have money to spend, and they had that deal at Target going on this week, I said, hey, I like Marvel Legends. So apparently I got me a Rogue, and I got me a Gambit. And then the third figure, because I couldn't decide, I just went and got a Domino because she's pretty cool looking.
Cool.
Last thing, my J. Jonah Jameson from Hasbro Pulse.
I'm regretting not having him in my life.
I haven't opened any of these yet. None of these are secretly opened with the witchcraft that he uses. I might open one during the show and mess with it. But that's me. That's what I got this week that I can think of. Like he said, if I think of anything else, I'll pipe in. I'm sure there's something here. But
I'm actually really tempted to take my old Gambit and paint the cards in his throwing hand, like on that one.
That'll work.
That's one of my favorite things about that figure are those painted cards.
Also, too, I have to look and see if the size matches up, but for the cards that come with them, Michaels has that little miniatures section of like Dollhouse collectible crap. In that they do have a pack of loose playing cards. And I have to, now that I've got them in hand, I'm going to go see if the size matches the ones that he's got. I think, looking at them in package, I think maybe the ones in Michaels are going to be a little too big, but it might be able to fake it if they're not so bad. So next time I'm over there, I'll scope it out. But that's me. That's us. And that's where we're at. T, did you add anything else?
I got some cards from Wish, and they were huge. They're like 1/6 scale.
Oh, that's.
But what would you say about the paint?
So I don't know if it had anything to do with it, but Run Amok is covered in paint, right? He's painted from head to toe. I have him, and typically when a figure's painted, they're harder to tab together than one that's unpainted. For Runabout, I can tell you that at least on mine, I have trouble keeping the windshield pegged in. It will want to pop up on one side or the other. Right now, I've got it pretty sturdy, but look, you can even tell on this side it's starting to come up a little bit. So it could be something I'm doing, but it's not the most difficult transformation in the world, so I'm not sure. I got to mess with it, loosen it up a little bit. You going to give it a live transformation and try it?
Yeah, well, we're talking about something else.
Well, let's talk about something else. Anybody got anything else to add before we dive into other stuff?
Let's talk about toys, baby.
Let's talk about toys. Let's talk about Transformers.
Let's talk about all the plastic, Never mind.
Kingdom, you say? Well, yes, we can talk about Kingdom. We had new Kingdom reveals and new pre-orders go up, right?
Yep.
We did. Did everybody here jump on it?
Nope.
Oh, am I screen share guy?
If you can.
If you didn't jump on it,
forgive me.
I was nice enough to put links on our like page.
He did.
Yeah, like T keeps saying.
Page?
The Facebook
Seriously.
like page. It's in the comments.
It's like a page that like you can like post stuff on and like have you missed me yet?
I see Instagram. I see Trustarscreamer's grilling group,
which will be getting
T-Man's
back
YouTube
in
channel.
Freaking gear soon.
T-Man, you have a YouTube channel? And I see Teespring and Nate's Toys. I don't see a like page.
We should have something that say figure action. I could have swore I just seen it down there in the description.
I thought you posted.
I'm still on the hunt right now for the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Dino Thunder Red Ranger. I don't know why he hasn't appeared yet in stores.
Is that so? Dave, do you know, does that one have a shiny package, like a foily kind of look to it?
Well, Target is supposed to have an exclusive black packaging because it's probably because it's Target, it never actually showed up because everyone bought them online for the 2.5 seconds they were actually there.
Because today at my Target, I saw the new 2-pack that came out with the chick in it. Oh. And I also saw, look prominently on the shelf, was a Red Ranger in a shiny foil pack. And I don't know what it was because I didn't care enough to read the words on it. Might be Dino Thunder Red Ranger. That sounds like the words that may have been on it. I don't remember.
I think it was Space. I think her name was Andromeda or something. She was like the evil sister.
Astronomer. Who's, if you ever watch the show, the actress is actually pretty hot.
Oh, well then I'll Google her.
Yeah, you might want it.
That sounds like a thing I will do. So anyway, we had some new Kingdom reveals. We had the reveals of Dinobot, Air Razor, Huffer, Ultra Magnus. How in the hell do you say this name? Ractonite?
Yeah.
Ractonite? And Inferno. Ractonite is their one of their bone dudes.
I didn't put it on there.
Nah, Joe found that. He's diligent. We also had the reveal of that Starscream. So that's another one of their and Megatron, their core class.
Skip.
I think what they're doing though, because it looks like that Starscream looks like a miniature version of the deluxe class. So
if you like Legends, I think if someone collects Legends, that might be something worth collecting.
I think if you collect Legends though, you probably already have representations of these guys.
You probably have like 4 representations of those guys. So why not get a 5 that when you buy all 3 of them costs the same as one as their figures?
I just dug this out. It's the actual classics. I mean, Generations one. I forgot how tiny they are.
Comparatively, yeah.
Air Razor looks awesome.
Yes.
Actually, all the Beast Wars look awesome.
I didn't pre-order Air Razor. Maybe I should. We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
I want my bird.
There.
I went with my bed.
My bird.
She has a stupid bird head mold.
Well, that's a cool.
Yeah, it doesn't have a picture of that on this.
That's a cool throwback to the old mutant. You know, the first Beast Wars had the mutant masks.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Fail.
I don't know if you guys know this, but if you hit the X,
what does it do?
Everything goes away.
Everything?
It's like a snap.
Like beer? Does beer go away?
Everything.
I thought if you hit your X, you get a restraining order.
Yes.
Unless she pisses off the cop too, then you might have.
I think when you actually hit the X, they're not your X yet. So if you hit your significant other, that creates an X.
Figure Action does not condone any kind of domestic violence.
I was hoping to find a better website, but apparently that doesn't exist. I was looking for the other pictures. So I'll go back to where we were.
So I did open up one of those Crow Robins while Joe's finding that stuff, and while they look pretty, they are not the greatest pieces of articulation ever, but they do look pretty.
I got it to stay for a second till I bent it the wrong way.
So you're having a similar problem? It pops up some?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
It reminds me when I was a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
You
don't have that problem now?
I was about to say.
it went away, did it?
It's not, well, it doesn't pop up as inconveniently anymore.
You learn something new on this show every week.
I mean, any time could end up being convenient if you leverage it the right way.
Speaking of bones, how about this?
What a segue. What a guy. So this dude is the Ractonite? Ractonite. We'll call it Ractonite. That sounds cool. Ractonite.
Like Mactonite.
Yeah, just like that.
From the planet Racton.
So yeah, he looks cool.
I'm not buying him.
He's not for me.
Really? The parts, but when I saw that, when him broken up into pieces looked kind of cool.
You know what I'm wondering too is, do you guys remember when was it Make Toys, their cross dimension stuff, and they were going to have the Seekers wear the Dinobots as armor?
It almost makes you wonder: did they rip that off just for this?
Well, considering they have a picture of one of somebody wearing this dude as armor, I'm like, that looks just like the Make Toys solicitation from 35 years ago that never came out.
Does it say if the fossilizers are actually Autobots or Decepticons or Predacons and Maximals?
He's a Predacon. It's a symbol on the side of his head somewhere. In a dinosaur mode.
I think the diorama background pieces they've been using for these guys too. It's pretty cool.
Dude, Hasbro's photography has got, between Hasbro's and McFarlane's photography, it has gotten amazing.
I like the alt modes of these things, but the robot modes just really make me sad.
Hey, Alyssa, I have missed you.
Look at that. We have our own.
Tell Andrew I say hi. Andrew is Alyssa's fiance. You are not Andrew's fiance. Okay, girl, he is lucky to have you. He is. You're not his fiance. He's yours. Own that.
So glad Dave's back. So here's Huffer. He's just huffing. He's just huffing, man. So this Huffer, he comes with is it the attachment piece that comes with him that he's able to link up to Optimus Prime's trailer? Is that what I saw in one of those pictures?
The attachment piece makes him look like a pickup truck.
Yeah, it's like this. It goes into the bed of his truck and really like beefs him up some. I'm not sold on this one yet. I got to see some more pictures, or I need to see an early review.
I hope the gun is as cool as it is in his pictures, because they're using different colored plastic or paint, and it actually looks pretty badass. Two-tone.
It looks like he has an ab crunch.
I saw a neat fan theory that this whole time that Huffer was actually Dion from when Prime was Orion Pax, that's why he's allowed to carry the trailer.
That makes sense, and they're the same color.
I thought that's a lot of people used to think that Ironhide was Dion, but the fact that it was Huffer, I think that actually makes even more sense. And God, that Dinobot looks gorgeous.
Yeah, they did a number on this Dinobot. They kind of swung for the fence on this one. I feel like they kind of had to. He's really one of the the trademarks, the selling points of Beast Wars. So
the last one was an absolute piece of garbage. The last mainstream one, not the masterpiece.
I thought you were talking. I thought you were just like, man, you're gonna piss off all the MP collectors.
The MP, I'm pissed off. I got pissed off from Takara from being an MP collector. But
I think the price tag on that pissed people off.
Yeah, I'm glad I can buy this for $30 and not have to.
Right.
This looks absolutely. The last one that came out for Generations was horrible, and the actual Beast Wars Dinobot was actually a horrible figure. So this is the figure the casual fan has been clamoring for. Alyssa, it's good to be back. You make me happy.
I think whatever Hasbro has going on with Takara Tomy, where they can't release Masterpiece here anymore for a cheaper price, this must be the compromise, I think. So they're going to release all these guys, and probably at the Kingdom, we're never going to see.
Oh, here's more pictures.
It's a whole lot of Megatron.
Or do y'all think we're going to see G1 again at the Kingdom?
Yeah, they'll never stray too far.
Oh, that Ares looks so good.
They
have to make a Tigertron.
I hate the promo pictures and the fancy pictures are two different color schemes.
The fancy pictures. The renders
are always solid orange, but in the fancy pictures, his hail is gray.
And his hands are black. Did you notice that?
Oh, no.
Birdie.
We'll see when we get back to the. Man, I might have to get that air razor. Look at his hand.
RC. I wanted to see, did they put gray on RC's car mode?
If they actually changed the paint scheme between the two, that would be horrible.
They didn't. Lifeline has actual gray on the car part.
Oh, that makes it look better. That's a good breakup.
Yes, it's way better. And they painted her face. She has multiple paints on her face instead of just white with blue eyes.
She's exclusive. They throw the extra money at those sometimes.
Matt, why do you need to see more? Like, what's your reservations on Huffer?
Huffer looks great.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
Well, because if I miss pre-ordering it now, I don't get I can bitch about it later when it comes out and I didn't get it.
Just pre-order it.
Yeah.
And bitch when they cancel it.
My only complaint.
Oh, that's true. I could do that.
Is how long it takes. Like, what does this say on Team Amazon right now? Like April?
Yeah, they're going pretty far out.
I think it's in May.
Jesus.
Here, I'll look. Because I'm that kind of guy.
That's.
Yeah, look. Runabout can carry the trailer.
That's intentional.
I think I will buy these just for their alt mode.
That alt mode looks great. The robot is junk, but the alt mode looks great, and the armor pieces look good. I mean, I didn't think I'd be a fan of these fossilizers, but they're doing them right.
May 1st is the release for this wave.
That's terrible.
It stinks.
And yet another Ultra Magnus.
This is the best
Why?
Ultra Magnus, though, because it's the newest.
Why?
Yeah, he's getting skipped all the way.
I just find it hilarious that they killed Ultra Magnus in the show, yet they're giving us 3 versions of him.
Well, because I don't know what we'll see what happens in December when the next round comes out. Earthrise.
He might not be on the show again, but they had to release him because of studio series.
All right, I pre-ordered Huffer.
This Dinobot looks amazing.
God.
Yeah, doesn't it?
The only complaint I have is that they didn't take a little bit more effort to cover up the. I guess that's his hips sticking out of his chest.
Is it a masterpiece figure?
No, I'm just saying, like that just seems to me like that could have just been like a pretty easy.
How much would
additional...
it be? Someone like NoNef is going to make like filler plates to go over.
Yeah,
that.
someone will. Yeah,
and he does have some junk hanging off the back of his trunk.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. It is.
They had to stick it somewhere. Stick it in his tailpipe, man.
And you know what though? Go ahead.
I was saying the masterpiece. That was his little foot penis, but they couldn't do that.
Drinking there.
To name a next week show.
I don't know why, but when I see this picture, I just think of Jurassic Park 3. When the Velociraptor, yeah, Alan.
It's funny you say that because when I get him, I'm going to pair him with these guys.
Oh, yeah.
Velociraptor.
That actually would be kind of cool. Have him running through there.
Yeah.
Pretty clean. Pretty clean.
So that's his butt on his chest.
Yeah, that's his butt, and that's his hip. His hip joints.
A lot of people pay extra for that. Never mind.
We could skip this picture because he is horribly mistransformed.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on back here. It seems to me like there's a better way to.
It probably
to do that.
Those legs are reversed. You're not supposed to see the hollowness on the outside.
See, there you go. There's a testament. Somebody from TM Reviews doesn't even likes Dinobot, but doesn't even watch Beast Wars.
Look at the picture. They colored the hip joints, so it blends in on this picture. So I wonder which one are we going to get? This? I think we're going to get this.
You think the box is fake news?
It could be. Well, I mean, the orange hips are accurate, I think, to the show, but this on the box looks better.
All that's going through my head is I'm hearing in the version of Dr. Moreau from South Park, I've created a velociraptor with 2 asses.
And that's surprisingly accurate.
I have missed you guys. Have I mentioned that?
We missed you.
Sony needs to watch all of Beast Wars.
Inferno.
I don't think it holds up.
Everybody here go over to Sony's channel and in his next video we post, just spam him with Watch Beast Wars, #Watch Beast Wars, and get the message across.
Does it hold up though? I kind of feel like it doesn't.
The story does. I think the story.
I think the story does. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just the CG is cutting edge.
You know what though?
It's like playing Final Fantasy VII. Honestly, you're retro
with
gaming.
all the technology, like we have the deep fakes and all that stuff. I would think that someone could take like Unreal Engine, whatever, and make like an algorithm and just take the Beast Wars footage and like enhance it. Keep the dialogue, keep everything the same, just like. But
those deep fakes are like 2-minute videos. You're talking about like what 4 or 5 seasons.
You know how you always see these videos of like, look at this shitty game that we made with Unreal and it looks like amazing. Do that, but do it to Beast Wars. That would be awesome.
Those games always have wonky animation. Like Link will look awesome, but his animation will be like.
Okay, with Beast Wars, you can cherry pick the first season. I will say that, but once you start season 2, you got to watch it all.
Yeah, that's what I told him. Listen to
First season, you got to cherry pick. It's kind of like watching Arrow. When you watch Arrow, you got to suffer through the first 6 episodes, but after the 6th episode, it's like, holy shit.
That was Transformers Prime for me.
You're saying after the first season, Arrow made you
No, the
quiver?
first 6 episodes of Arrow
Made you quiver?
You know what? The nerd in me, yes. Because you could tell that when they were doing the first 5 episodes, like the producers came in and said, "Guys, you're making a stupid CW drama. You're supposed to make a comic book show. We paid you to make a comic book show." And they're like, "Oh, so we can actually do this." It's like, please. And the whole tone changes. I used to have a horrible Arrow addiction.
Joe, for that next one, I don't have a link in there, but you can go to Nate's page or Big Bad or somewhere. They got all the pictures loaded.
Oh, well, you know what? Now that you say that, I'm going to go to Nate's page because I was going to go somewhere else. Nate's.
We don't have our like page in the description, by the way.
Well, send me a link.
I still don't even think there's such a thing as a like page. Like I'm on Nate's. Let's do this right here.
That's a like page. Nate's page.
Share Nate's toys. Here we go. All right. So here's Nate's page. Where is the like page?
Right
Show
there.
me where to...
See that thing where you got to like it underneath where it says send message? You like it, and that means you're following him.
So you're talking about the link.
So this is like you're saying this is like the hip slang on the street is that this is the like page, and all the kids know this, but I don't because nowhere on here does it say this is a like page.
They call it. I think they changed the name.
Yeah, and it's not Facebook.com/Nate's Toys and Collectibles /like page.
Yeah, they changed it to pages now.
We weren't notified. There he is. Did we talk about that Joker? We did. We already did talk about that Joker.
I think. Can I embiggen this?
You should.
I didn't see this at all.
You didn't? You don't need it anymore because I just sold you mine.
This does look amazing. I gotta get the Deku.
I pre-ordered it. I mean, I had to pay extra for Deku because I didn't pre-order him in time. I'm not going to say how much I paid for him, but I'm paying more than I did for a Mezco figure. Yeah,
I'm in the same boat. I need one though.
But
I suspect that I got the last Deku on Big Bad because I ordered mine from Big Bad a few weeks ago and they were out of stock pretty much right after. So I got one of the last few.
I am not a huge My Hero fan at all, but I said I'm. These look great. These look absolutely awesome.
This figure's up for approximately $90 to $100, depending on where you go. And look at that. That has got
all the eyes.
Well, yeah,
I think the replaceable eyes
7 explode or effect
1,
pieces.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7.
And the eyes are plates. They're not the adjustable eyes. I love that.
It's easy to change out.
The Goku that T-Man has in his possession right now has like solidified the fact for me now these swappable eyes need to be like standard. Like Figure Arts needs to move to that.
Yep.
It should be standard for everybody.
I'm dreading that part in the review because I don't feel like taking the face off 20 times.
Take the face off.
Face off.
But this
should make a movie about
that. Comes
best Nicolas Cage movie ever.
The one thing that the one that T's got, the one from Figma, doesn't have an unmasked face, which I think is kind of crazy because that character Bakugo is almost never in his hero mask. I mean, he like 20% of the time, almost always when he's doing his shit, he's unmasked. And
I hate the head
expression.
I hate those weird head things he has. That's like the weirdest part of his character design, but.
They hurt on the Figma.
Look at that.
Yeah, they do.
That's amazing.
Lord Explosion Murder in all of his glory.
What I think is cool is the way his neck look when you have the close-ups on his face. It looks like a sculpture. It doesn't even look like an action figure. Right there. I can't see. Maybe I got to zoom in. I can't see the seams.
Yamaguchi and McFarlane are definitely going. I think are the ones going head-to-head on this line. I know Figma has actually gone solid deep on this, especially for Figma. But if Yamaguchi could keep this style going on there, can you imagine if they did a stained?
Oh my god!
And they would be more likely than Figma.
A bubble girl. That's all I want. I want a bubble girl.
Bubble girl, yeah, me too. Me too.
For obvious reasons.
Oh no! Actually, Yamaguchi doing the frog girl would be freaking amazing. Would be.
Yeah, I was thinking the frog.
Make them all.
But the thing about My Hero is too the Figmas look like they came off the screen, right? They're picture perfect representations of the characters. But the Amazing Yamaguchi, these characters are kinetic, and they flow, and they move, and they jump, and they fight, and that's what this line does.
That's what I said.
Yes.
When I had the Venom figure, I mean, I when I hold in my hand, it's like it feels like it should be moving. And the best part about an Amazing Yamaguchi figure is actually the weight. The weight is perfect for the display stand. So you could put them in that weird action jumping pose, and you plug it in, and you don't have any worries that it's going to feel. You feel like it's going to be toppling off.
Except All Might.
Well, actually, I was going to say except Magneto.
I said All Might's too damn heavy for the little tiny stand.
Yeah, All Might's heavy. I have him on his feet though, so he's still. Yeah. I'm being brave. I got him all the way up on the top shelf too.
My Gambit, I didn't like the fact that his face didn't want to stay on.
So that's a running problem with most of them. Remember, I had that Psylocke that had the same thing. So I'm, stuff you got to do.
Oh, look at that! That's the cell right there.
I'm excited about this.
And actually, I bet this would look really good with the Yamaguchi Harley.
I might have her on pre-order.
Which one? The original or the new one?
The blonde.
Okay, cool. Let me know how you think of that. I will say that if you have regret on the blonde...
Oh, you can take his things off, or does he have separate arms?
Yes.
I think if I'm looking at that right, he has separate pieces. Those arm pieces are separate. And if you go to his accessory bundle, you'll see those arm pieces.
And what's cool what's cool with the Yamaguchis is you could actually unplug an arm and put it on another. Not that I'm saying you would, but if you wanted to, you could put those explosive hands on a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, for example.
And I'll tell you too, like as far as the quality of these things go, messing with the Deku that's got all the lightning effects, they're not like they're delicate. They're little thin pieces of plastic, so they're going to break if you're not careful. But they put up with more than I would have thought.
Yeah,
they don't feel as bad as they may from another company.
And Sportimus, the boom is an accessory.
You have the Yamaguchi turtles, Dave?
I've got 3 out of 4, and I absolutely love them. I need the Leonardo. They're if you are a fan of that Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle show, you need those turtles.
I'm pissed. PR was selling them for $200, all 4 of them, and I didn't have the money at the time.
The coolest thing about those turtles is on the mask. If you actually take the mask and you can slide it to the left, and the eyes go from being cartoonized to the little black and white ninja eyes.
Wow, that is awesome.
It actually really is.
I got to talk Kevin into selling them.
You
ain't doing nothing with them, Kevin.
I just need the Leonardo.
Come on, Kevin, reach out. Sell 3 to T and sell Leonardo to Dave.
It'll make a great housewarming present.
He's just saying. Oh, now he wants it for free. All right, well, I'll let you guys talk that out.
Oh, I'll talk shipping. I'm just saying I'll make a great house, but...
So, yeah, needless to say, and the Yamaguchi line, too, is like, it's come a long way because a lot of the older figures had major problems. And now I'm not saying the new ones don't as well, but if you're willing to deal with some of the issues with it, with some of the way the joints bend and some of the way it looks, they're awesome. It's just the way they are. I mean, you got to sacrifice something for the articulation.
I have been in the line since Deadpool. I've got Deadpool. I've got them all. The only thing I don't have is Batman, because I was really hoping someone would have let me know that they were selling their Batman, but instead they just sold it. But anyway,
why did you sell it out?
No, I think I traded it. What did I get for that?
Nothing. It was so memorable.
I got
you don't even know what it was.
You get nothing.
That's half a Womack to you, sir.
Oh, I think it was one of my monster arts. Which one?
Okay, I can give you that. If it was for a monster art, I'll give you that.
It was for. It wasn't Destroya. Anyway, it was definitely a monster arts.
Okay, I'll give you that one. That's a fair deal. But I'm just saying that Batman's the only one I don't have. I've got Deathstroke. I've actually bought Joe's Deathstroke, but I got Deathstroke. I got Harley. I got Joker on order. I've got. Oh, I passed on the Wonder Woman. That's the only one I passed on.
Was it a good stroke? Did Joe give you a good stroke? Best joke.
It was, some would say, a little death stroke.
And that is also going to double
And
as your housewarming
scene.
present.
Yay!
I have a lot of gray in my beard now. We can wing them.
I love your beard.
It's a nice close-up.
Wish I could
It's
replicate
cat hair.
that.
And I don't have a cat. So.
That's creepy.
The first gray hair I ever got, my daughter was trying to take it out of my head. She's like, "You got something." She was just pulling my hair. No, it wouldn't come off.
Man, my first grade was a 27.
How old was I?
How am I going to find this G.I. Joe news that somebody put in the chat?
They are in our group chat.
Oh, the reissue of Scarlet and Roadblock. I think this was like slightly muted paints.
Yeah, they shifted some of the colors around. If you can, I just took screenshots and put them in our group chat.
I don't think it's worth getting a second. I don't think it's worth getting a second one, but
it's not. But it's noteworthy because they're listening to feedback and at least toning down some of the crap that people didn't like on otherwise good figures. And if you can look past that, then great. And I think most of us here that already own them are probably okay with having already spent the money once.
Right.
If Hasbro was listening, they'd reissue the freaking fully loaded Cobra Trooper and reissue the Viper, but that's already sold out. But anyway.
And they might. I'm wondering too if whatever kind of statute of limitations for their partnership with Target on these figures goes, they'll eventually see it as a Pulse exclusive. So it's not the best pictures, but you can tell that anybody that's got the original Scarlet release can see that it's toned down quite a bit with some of the more poppy, ostentatious colors.
For me, looking at her, the only thing they changed was the color of her pants. Her pants were darker than that.
Right, but it's still a little muted. Again, not worth the second pickup, I don't think.
Well, my figure's underneath a bunch of stuff. Him, it looked like they just took the gold off his leg and turned his gun black, which I can already do because I got the Cobra Island roadblock.
So this wave comes with the scaled down Cobra Trooper, and then the other figures they announced for the bulk release. The what's his name? Zartan, and I don't fucking remember the other one.
Firefly.
Firefly is the Target exclusive.
Firefly is Target, just like the Viper,
the Cobra Viper. But anywho, I'm wondering if the next wave 4 after this will have a Duke reissue with him fixed as well. Because in my book, he's the most egregious.
That green backpack?
No, it's his gold bottom legs.
For me, I just want the green, all that bright ass green. I hated that.
Gold bottom legs make the rockin' world go round.
But then Duke's the only one rocking. The rest were changed, or toned down at least. I don't know. Either way, it's a thing that's happening that's coming out.
And this might be a lot of people's first chance at getting them because I've barely seen them in the store more than twice.
Right.
I have seen plenty of Storm Thunderbird 2-packs, which actually makes me very happy. That makes me very pleased seeing that out there. But I have never seen a restock of G.I. Joes.
What have I seen in person on the peg? Besides my secret hookup for the ones I bought, I've seen Cobra Commander and I've seen Roadblock. That's it. It's the only ones I've ever seen on the peg.
Roadblock I saw, and I saw Cobra Commander at a Walgreens once.
I saw all of Wave 1, and I saw Gung Ho and Baroness. And that was it. The rest of them I had to get somebody.
Well, that's true. I saw Baroness.
Oh yeah, and Cobra Island Roadblock.
Sportimus, there is not going to be really a room tour because it's going to be a while before this room gets put together. I plan on actually starting a Twitch channel, believe it or not, and live streaming me putting this room together. And
do an unboxing of your storage boxes too.
All the stuff
that you've been collecting.
Might as well put that on your OnlyFans and just knock out 2 birds with 1 stone, Dave. Just saying.
Or you could do Patreon.
I was going to, but Bella Thorne pretty much made OnlyFans unviable. So,
I
don't know who Bella Thorne is.
Neither do I. I just saw it as a headline.
Oh. Speaking of headlines,
Take it.
What do you guys think of this? I think this is news that actually broke today.
Is that the McFarlane?
No.
That's
No,
the Figma.
The
Warner
McFarlane
Brothers
actually
has
does look
decided to basically do what they're doing with Wonder Woman 84. Every single one of their 2021 movies is going to mirror release on HBO Max.
I mean, this has nothing to do with toys, but it's definitely a good discussion. I will say this: the days of AMC and Regal theaters are pretty much dead.
Oh, this killed my AMC stock today. It nosedived.
But at the same time, if you knew an independent theater, this is going to be a gold mine for independent theaters, if done right.
I think it's just going to hurt theaters in general.
Yes,
Which I don't necessarily think is. I mean, I do think we always want to have movie theaters, but honestly, a lot of movies I'm perfectly content.
Well,
putting it. I would get it if now that I know there's going to be a lot of good content on HBO Max. I wouldn't mind paying for HBO Max subscription.
Well, no. Hear me out. Think of it this way: if you had an independent theater, you had Joe's Theater of Stonks or whatever, okay?
I have one of those.
So you are able to then cherry pick your movies. So a movie comes out on HBO Max, and you're able to find out. You get the critics and things like that. What's good, what's not. So you find out that the Matrix 4 is going to be amazing. 6 months later, you decide to do a marathon of Matrix 1 for 2 weeks, Matrix 2 for 2 weeks, Matrix 3 for 3 weeks, and you're able to basically make your own events based on these. And then you don't have to pay for Tom and Jerry because it looks stupid.
You will have already paid for Tom and Jerry.
Well, what's the rule with like the big theater chains? Do they have to show every movie that comes out? They don't really have a choice.
Exactly. You can't cherry pick your movies, but if you're an independent theater, like the $2 theaters, you show a movie after the hype has gone by, you get it for much less, and that's why you're able to do it.
Open one in my basement. Then I got a big.
But I'm just saying,
big screen down there. You can sit on the couch with me. I'll charge you a couple bucks.
Screen.
Got a big thing down there.
But I'm just saying, if it was done right, you could make yourself like an Alamo theater or those types of things really well, and you could basically pick fun movies that did well. Like Dune. Okay, Dune does well. You find out it's done right. 6 months later, you're able to see Dune on a big screen for $5 and get your $10 popcorn or whatever and have a full movie theater experience. But if it turns out Dune was done horribly, you don't have to worry about it.
So here's my hot take on this. I think that you're going to have people that are always going to want the theater experience, right? There's people are going to go regardless.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't say that's wrong, especially on certain big bombastic looking movies, superhero movies that need to be on the big screen and be experienced. And I think we've talked about this before. There's something about experiencing a movie with other people and having that crowd reaction, and you don't get that at home, right?
No, you're right. Absolutely right.
So this, though, I think this is a product of the studio not wanting to hedge any bets on any kind of timeline with a vaccine or whenever people are going to feel comfortable going back into a movie theater. This is studios, Warner Brothers, saying, we are going to release these come hell or high water, and this is how we're going to do it and make sure we get a return on our investment, as opposed to pushing something out to the theaters that people still may be hesitant to go out to.
I agree with that. I'm going to add a little bit on top of that, though. This would not be happening if they did not have HBO Max. And if HBO Max was new and struggling to get more subscribers and get more original content. I don't think we're going to see a lot of other studios doing this. But like, I don't think like Disney Plus is already like crushing it. Marvel is not going to say, oh, all of our Marvel movies are going to come out on Disney Plus on day one. They're not going to do that. But Warner Brothers and HBO Max, this is kind of like, okay, we have these movies. They're basically in the can. We need to get our money back, but we also need to boost HBO Max. So if we're going to have a poor return on our investment, we might as well take that as like almost like putting it into as it's almost like advertising money. It's like a loss leader to get HBO Max subscribership up and help carry that into the future. And then they have to obviously keep continuing to put more original content out. But I don't think they're going to have 2022 movies also do the same thing. I think this is just a kind of in between of people might not want to go to movie theaters. A lot of states might not even let people go to movie theaters.
Right.
So we might as well just put these movies that we've already have made. We're going to lose a little bit of money, throw them on HBO Max. And at the same time, we'll hopefully get some good business and set up HBO Max for the future a little bit better.
Yeah, they're losing money on merchandise as far as like Wonder Woman toys and stuff have been out forever.
Right, that's what I was gonna. That's how I was gonna tie it back with toys too. Exactly, Wonder Woman and Black Widow toys.
I forgot Black Widow wave came out this year.
Right, and not only that, but like, and you got to think too, like how much is Marvel, and especially Star Wars took a break. They were in a good spot where they could take a break, and they're pushing out the Mandalorian, so they're good. But Marvel relies very heavily on a timetable. So all this did was totally fuck the timetable they had on their movie releases because of the continuous story that they're telling. So them deciding not to push Black Widow out confuses me on that level. I'm sure there's financials behind it, but as far as their storytelling and wanting to keep the rhythm going, that didn't make any sense to me. Especially have the movie finished and it, like Joe said, in the can. It's literally sitting on a shelf waiting for someone to see it.
I wonder too, though, if this actually is gonna, in the end, not like almost be kind of like a boost, and not really a boost, but like honestly, I was getting a little fatigue with the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I'm with you on that.
You know, because they're constant. They had so many like, and especially once the Avengers things wrapped up with Endgame, it was like okay.
Right.
And then they said, and then I saw that thing where it's like, oh, here's all the new movies coming out. It's like Phase 4. And it's like, I get a little fatigue here. But now, if there's going to be like a long break between new, especially like Black Widow, I really don't even count. Like it's kind of a prequel thing, I guess. I don't know what's going on with that timeline. But after her movie, who I don't know which one's the next one, but by then, I think by the time that comes out, it'll be like, wow, okay, we haven't seen a new MCU movie in 3-4 years. You know, kind of get a little bit more interest going for it.
I'm with you on that. I mean, well, that's what happened with Star Wars. I mean, that's one of the reasons why Solo, unfortunately, hit the point because people just hit that freaking fatigue. You got Rogue One, then you got this. It's like,
I have an unpopular opinion about Star Wars and The Mandalorian. As great as the last episode was, I want Mandalorian to severely limit how much they're going to bring like the Jedi and the Force and all that into it, because like in one episode it's great, but to be honest with you, like I realize with the Mandalorian, what I love about it the most is that there isn't any of that space magic. It's
everything else, and it's everything else that's happening in the Star Wars universe,
and I love it. Now I'm not saying like if they made like an Ahsoka Tano spin-off series or whatever spin-off series, great, I'd probably watch it. It'd probably be really good. But The Mandalorian as it is, please don't, and I don't know if they've already made a decision or I don't know what we're going to get, but please don't just start throwing Jedi after Jedi and the Force, and it's going to water down what makes Mandalorian so good.
With that wish is Grogu is empowered with the Force.
Yeah, but he has used it a little bit, and it's been very sparingly, and it's been like, oh, he just used the Force. Okay, that was really cool.
And it was special.
It hasn't been the MacGuffin. I'm worried now that the Force and the Jedi are going to get involved in the show, and all of a sudden it's going to be.
I can tell you exactly why it's not, and I think Matt and I were talking about this. I mean, as long as Moff Gideon's the big baddie, you don't have to worry about that. And Matt and I have already talked about how the climatic battle is going to go between the two different weapons. So,
and I think too, just to circle back real quick, Joe, that is not an unpopular opinion. I think that is the prevailing wisdom in this.
Yeah.
I agree 1,000% with
All
it.
right, good.
I want the Mandalorian as disconnected from the rest of the Star Wars universe of the story that has been told. You know, like those characters are out there, and that way, when a character does show up, when Ahsoka shows up or the Force is used, it's a big fucking deal because it doesn't happen that often, right?
It's like Dragon Ball. Okay, imagine having a whole show around people like, frankly, Yamcha, like Tien, not people who can throw a fireball that can destroy a damn planet, but the actual regular fighters, and actually building up the world of those fighters.
Right.
And then all of a sudden,
I just saw rumors that like Luke Skywalker could show up and all this stuff.
They were naming possible Jedi that are alive.
And it's like,
who knows?
Like, please don't do that. Like a spinoff show or whatever. Like, I had to do a deep dive. I'm not a huge Star Wars guy. I do like Star Wars, but I don't know all the backstory and all the lore. But when I found out that Ahsoka Tano was going to be on the show, I had to do a kind of a deep dive onto who she is, because I did not watch Clone Wars. I did not watch Rebels.
Me neither.
Okay, so so I basically there's a really cool YouTube series. I can't remember. I'll have to try to find the name, but this chick does like a 3-part. If you go on YouTube and do like the life of Ahsoka Tano, for anyone who doesn't know, there's a 3-part series that this girl does that breaks down her entire life in basically Clone Wars, Rebels, and some comic stuff, like everything that's canon. Basically, they go over.
She went from being annoying Kenny-like kid to very cool character to relatable character to oh my freaking god. That's the easiest way of putting it.
Yeah, and honestly, like if I hadn't done that and I still watched this episode, it still would have been really cool. But it was nice to get a little bit of the. I had no idea that she was Anakin Skywalker's, apprentice.
That was actually me with the episode with the 3 Mandalorian loyalists. With what's her name, Kate Stackpole.
Oh yeah, I had to do the same thing.
Sackhoff. No, but I'm saying that's actually absolutely awesome. Anyway, what was absolutely awesome about that was, I never watched her character. I didn't know that she was in Clone Wars, and first of all, it's cool the fact that she voiced the character in the cartoon, and then they were able to replicate her look IRL.
They could not have casted, especially Ahsoka Tano. They could not have casted those two characters any better than they did.
Well, and Rosario Dawson wanted to play Tano since I sent Matt an article in 2017. She wanted to play that character.
I think I saw something where like she had seen something like somebody fan casted her or did like a photoshopped her as, and she loved it so much that she like made it known that she wanted to do it.
I just have one more dream casting that needs to be done. Somehow we have to figure out how to get Carl Urban into the Star Wars mythos.
I'm sure there's a character.
As anything, I don't care. Carl Urban has been in almost every major science fiction franchise out there.
Oh yeah, it's true. He does need to be in Star Wars somehow.
He needs to be in Star Wars somehow. I don't care if he's a Death Trooper unmasked, or whatever. We need Carl Urban in Star Wars just so he can be in Star Trek. He can be in Star Wars. He can be in Dread. He was in Lord of the Rings, in MCU, in The Boys. I mean,
he should be.
He was in Xena.
A stormtrooper. He should be a stormtrooper that gets the lower part of his helmet blasted off, and then just.
Oh, wait, what is he? D3DD.
Yeah, there you go.
Dead, Dread. I don't know, but yes.
No, I picked. It took me a minute, a little bit of lag.
So yeah, we start off with the Warner Brothers thing, and we're talking about the Mandalorian. But
I don't know how we segued into that. It was just we're ranting.
But you're right, though. I mean, the less connected the Mandalorian is, the more everybody can enjoy it, because you don't need to watch a video that explains characters' backstories.
No, my wife had no idea who Ahsoka was, and she absolutely loved the character.
She still liked it, and that's fine as long as it happens every now and then. But when they filling every episode with it, then it becomes kind of laborious. Like, look at the first episode with Cobb Vanth. That was a cool character that had a backstory they gave you there. You didn't have to know that Cobb Vanth showed up in the books, 3 years ago, that he's been around, that his story is known, and when people hear that name, they knew what they were in for. You don't have to know any of that because you got caught up and you got the information there and they ran with it.
Okay, I got to say this. When Cobb Vanth showed up, me being I forgot if I was drunk or just feeling stupid. I didn't realize that was Timothy Oliphant.
I didn't either.
I thought that was Michael Biehn, which then, of course, Michael Biehn was in this last episode. And I didn't.
There you
go. Going back to that episode.
Thanks, John Ballard.
They show Boba Fett. At the end of that episode, he hasn't, to what we know right now, he's not tracking them down. Is he still walking around on Tatooine? And like, what's going on? And it kind of reminds me of, and I maybe have to rewatch the first season, but didn't they show like some kind of mysterious female assassin or something in the first series, and then she never shows up again? And what the hell that was about?
Shot that other the bounty hunter wanted.
Yes. And am I wrong? Did she ever pop up again?
That was a female?
I'm pretty sure we knew that was a female. Like,
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure she was like of Asian woman, Oriental, and she killed the other bounty hunter.
Exactly what you're talking about, and that is absolutely a plot.
And then she fucked off.
Well, no,
and it's like Toriyama was writing this show, and he forgot a character exists.
No, she was involved for the bulk of the episode, right? But then at the end of the episode, she was killed off by a mysterious figure that stood over her body. Remember that?
Was she?
They should just the feet.
I thought she was the one who. Oh no, you're right.
No, she killed the bounty hunter.
We'll have to go.
All right, the chat needs to help us out here. Someone in the chat.
We clearly don't know what the hell we're talking about.
No,
I don't remember
Mando and the bounty hunter were after her.
Her, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And then the stinger in the episode. The end of the episode.
And maybe she got killed by the mysterious person.
That's what I thought happened.
I thought that was supposed to Moff
Gideon. She got killed by that? Okay, so maybe she got...
it was a female, though, that killed her, from what I can remember.
Kevin Womack says, no, it wasn't female. He's got the Black Series figure of the killer.
The other guy.
The other guy killed her, and somebody killed him.
Yeah, and I think now if we put the pieces together, it's probably...
I thought that was supposed to be Moff Gideon for some reason.
So Boba Fett killed...
No, and then... Remember, though, the Mando still has Boba Fett's armor.
Right. And see, Boba Fett's one exception, though, because Boba Fett fits very well in the story and with the theme of the show, and everybody knows who Boba Fett is. You don't have to know anything about him, just know that he was the guy in Return of the Jedi. And he's really a guy that needs to have more of his story fleshed out. So I'm cool with him being involved.
Does he need to be Boba Fett, though? Like, couldn't he just be like a random clone trooper that survived?
Do you think maybe he needs to have like an identity change or some kind of like change his gender? Is that what are you talking about?
Oh, maybe he could have done it like
Barbara Fett? Do you want him to be Barbara Fett? Is that what you're saying?
Barbara Fett, yeah. I like it. As long as we don't dead name him.
Well, no, Boba Fett's still in Tatooine because he was just being a meander. He was just wandering around on
walking around. Motherfucker he climbed out of the
He's walking around, ominously staring at people.
And then and the Mando has his armor, and the Mando went off planet. Which, by the way, it was absolutely freaking cool that the armor still had the mistake of being able to tap him on the back and him going flying.
Yeah, that was cool.
And I liked how he called the lightsabers laser swords. That was a nice little episode 1. Not that we really want too many memories of episode 1, but
I love the Mando.
You gotta be careful though, because prequels now, people are starting to remember them a lot more fondly. So
I don't hate them. I don't hate them
either.
At all.
Well,
I think there's a really cool like supercut that you could do of like probably only using like maybe 20% of episode 1 and then a lot of Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. Like maybe like 20% episode 1, 40% ish or so of episode 2, and the rest of episode 3.
there was supposed to have been a rumored of a fan edit decades ago, where someone basically pulled Godfather Part 2 with and integrating the prequels and Star Wars movies together. So it wasn't until you got to the end of realizing that Anakin and Darth Vader were the same people. Like they were running the stories concurrently of like as a flashback and things like that.
Oh, okay.
So I do want to point out something real quick. Our friend, our buddy, our
good buddy,
good pal, not Sportimus, sorry, wrong one. Kevin says he escaped from the Snorlax pit. So I just wanted to point that
out. I think we know why.
I just want to. You know what? 750 figure action points to Womack for that.
Ooh, figure action points are still a thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they always have been. I'm keeping track. So, does anybody else have anything to add about the Mando or the Warner Brothers thing before we move on? I've got something else on my brain.
The new McFarlane figures.
What's that?
The new McFarlane figures?
No, I don't think we had that as news because the news was sort of sparsely populated on our doc. If you want to talk about it, throw it out.
What's happening?
The new McFarlane figures.
What new McFarlane?
Oh, yeah.
Stop repeating and talk about them.
I've been chatting with him about them. I figured he would have shared them with you guys.
He doesn't tell us anything.
I'm gonna have to make a separate chat group just for you guys now.
Well, today we saw
Arkham stuff?
Noob Saibot.
No,
Noob Saibot. Liu Kang and what's that guy's name with the swords?
Cabal.
We don't know.
Cabal.
Oh,
hold on.
And
I'm
I
Liu
thought
Kang looks absolutely horrendous.
Right.
I've never seen a McFarlane figure look so terrible.
Yeah, they didn't do a good job of that at all.
The other two look so amazing.
Yeah, talk about phoning it in.
I'm trying to find you the pictures here.
It's like they took Johnny Cage's chest, they took the ninja's legs, and they just threw a little Liu Kang head on top.
I mean, I'm sorry. Like I okay, Shao Kahn looks great.
Oh, I forgot all about him. So we should get 4 figures at once.
But that Liu Kang looks so hideous. He looks like he just doesn't want to be there.
He doesn't. He's like, look at my boobs.
The Noob Saibot looks absolutely incredible. And what I like about that is, there's going to be an eventual repaint of that. And if you ever played as Noob Saibot, he's got a shadow clone. So it's kind of begging for you to buy that in the repaint.
Oh, convention exclusive too, maybe.
McFarlane doesn't do convention exclusives, thank freaking God.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yep, Winston pointed out the King Robin figure as well was also posted.
Well, that's for that's for another McFarlane wave with the Robin King, the Dark Metal Superman, the oh God, what am I blanking on those? The Death Metal Batman, and what's the fourth one?
Oh, the Wonder Woman with the chainsaw.
Yeah. That Cabal though looks so good.
I think a lot of people were upset that it's not closer to the original look. At least I say a lot of people. I saw 2 comments.
That's how he looks in Mortal Kombat 11. McFarlane's doing Mortal Kombat 11. He's not doing it. He's let Storm Collectibles get us that.
Look, go tell those 2 people that that's the explanation. I don't know.
Those 2 people should be watching this show.
They are.
And they should already know that. Come on, people.
Come on, people.
That's what I like about the McFarlane line is they're doing part 11. I like the look of the 11 characters. I'm a new booty type of person. I usually like the remodels over the old school stuff sometimes.
Well,
when it comes to Mortal Kombat, that is not Transformers. I like G1.
I'm getting, I'm in both lines. I'm elbows deep in both lines. So
How many did he show? Like 5 more Batman figures?
Well, he's got the Batman. They've got the bat. Are you done? Okay. They've got the the Last Night on Earth Batman figures coming out with that weird Bane figure that doesn't seem to have working hips. They've got this coming out. They've got that Darkfather Batman Build-A-Figure set and then the Bat Cycle. What am I thinking? Am I missing something else? The Robin King. Yeah, the Rock and Roll Batman's the Death Metal Batman, which technically you gotta buy 2 freaking ones because you either get the one with the scythe or you get the one with the guitar.
That Bane Build-A-Figure or Bane Build-A-Figure wave, the only one I want is Wonder Woman. She looks amazing.
And I mean, McFarlane's, god damn it, he's pulling it off.
So is. I hope that Spawn comes before Christmas. That would be awesome.
And I got the oh my gosh, guys! I told T-Man this. You guys know about the Kickstarter Spawn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I still had the Kickstarter at my old address 100 miles away.
Mm.
I got that change done just in time.
Oh, good.
Wow.
To go to the new address.
Oh, you're lucky.
So now, I know that would have sucked.
Are they shipping to the U.S. now?
Yeah, tomorrow is the last day to change the address. But I got Bluefin. I have one pre-order from Bluefin still. And I got that address changed. And I've got an email to Hasbro Pulse right now trying to get them to change my Sentinel pre-order and my Supreme Cobra Commander pre-order.
Last day for open enrollment is tomorrow for insurance. So it's for my job anyway.
No, for every job, and I won't get it. I won't get that till next year.
So you got to do your
So I've got one more thing. You're done for one more thing. It's just a question, right?
Okay.
Here's the question.
Oh, sorry.
What is it? If you guys have your lines that you like to collect, right? The normal ones you go to the store for, that you buy online, the whatever lines that you have in mind of figures that you like to stay with, that you keep with consistently. What is it that gets you to try something else from a different line? Like when you go out and you get something out of curiosity, what usually is the reason for that? Price, articulation, what the character? What usually draws you to try something different?
Source material.
Yeah.
This is my first and maybe my only Black Series. And it's all because of the source material, because I love the show. So I want to have some sort of figure from the show. I want to have my Mando in my collection.
But you feel like that'll be the only one?
Most likely.
Don't need an IG-11, don't need a Cara Dune.
Don't need all those. Now, if they do a
Moff
ExtraZero, Dawson, Ahsoka Tano,
okay,
looks really good, then I could see myself doing that. But yeah, it's not something I'm going to go all in on.
Would you say, T?
I say get Cara Dune.
Dave?
Probably the biggest thing for me is photography potential. Like, I have to say the worst person for me to get me hooked on figures is watching D Amazing, because he just does his photography at the end sometimes will just completely convert me to a line. And then whether it be integrated to it, I mean, I've been pretty good. I got the one Master Chief from Halo. I've been pretty good about staying away from them so far just because of space. But once I get my hands on it, yeah, the articulation to it, and then how can I use it with my pictures?
T, you had an answer right out of the gate.
For me, it was price and articulation and integration possibilities. I like mix matching certain characters. Like I thought this would have some good articulation, but this was a trial run. And let me know. No. Cowboy Bebop, Spike, he looks like he's probably better.
Those are like small though.
Yeah, they're one. What is it? I thought it was on here. Something crazy. 1/15 scale or something.
I saw the other guy from Cowboy Bebop, the Vicious, on there, which I was like, if he was 6 inches. Wait, that totally didn't sound right.
What about you, Matt? What's your answer?
I will. This is what made me think of this question, because I was bringing my stuff downstairs earlier today, and I saw this is the chick that I got on the Black Friday sale from.
The Persona.
Yeah, from Persona from GameStop, and I was thinking, why did I buy her? 'Cause I like her. I'm not going to return her or anything or sell her, but I like her. I have a laptop that I got that she's supposed to be typing on her display. That's why she's posed like that. That's why I knew I was going to get a chorus of that. First, it was Figma. Second was price. And third, the design had some kind of cool feature to it that I wanted to see how it worked. And with her, it was her jacket. The jacket was cool enough on it. So it was some feature on it that pulled me over to trying it. And then that coupled with the price, what the hell? That also applies to the Beast boxes, because I had seen the original dinosaur one, and I thought I had that moment with it where I was like, man, that is super cool, a neat little thing that I want to try to mess with, and that's all it took for me. I call them, in my mind, I call them curiosity pieces that end up either going to me collecting a line or not. Like I got the TB League Purgatory. She'll probably be my only TB League figure. I'm glad to have her, but I'm not gonna get any more. Beast boxes, Jesus Christ, I've got like almost 10 on pre-order, so I'm gonna get a whole bunch of those things in. But yeah, that's just, I don't know. It just occurred to me, like, I wonder why anybody else starts to collect something or at least try something. So anybody have any other answers to that in the comments, feel free to drop them. Just curious.
Probably watching T-Man 978 review something, and then they feel
the only reason I bought that freaking Master Chief, by the way.
I've been there. That's happened to me.
That Master Chief, yep, that's same for me. That's why I bought him. And here's my Jameson. Parker!
He's a Sith Lord.
Well, actually, as I said, like a good reviewer, like I said, for me, D Amazing has sold me more freaking crap than I should.
Here's a huge My Hero figure, Kevin, with another figure. They kind of look right together.
Yeah, that's the McFarlane Deku, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is probably about the right scale. I mean, Goku is short. They say that that's a ninth, one ninth scale.
Yeah, Goku is supposed to be 5'9". I didn't think he was that tall.
5'9" is tall.
No, I said I didn't think he was that tall.
Dave. No, it's not. We'll just stay down here. All right, it's fine.
What I like about that imagination works, and that's not something that I'm gonna buy. If they put 2 or 3 of those out a year, I won't be getting them all.
You gotta get a Vegeta though, right?
I might get a Vegeta, but yeah, I'm not gonna get like all. I don't think they will go all in like they do with figure arts, but I like that and I don't care about the fact that it has squishy arms. That doesn't mean anything to me. But what I like about it is it has a lot of like depth of detail to it. So like if you get a figure arts and it's like, okay, you got like the shirt and the tunic, they're like attached to each other. Mm-hmm. There's like hardly any depth there. The face with like the mouth, like when he's screaming, there's very little depth. With that, there's a lot of depth to the sculpt. And it's like with the clothing, his face sculpts, even like the creases in his hands and his palms. Yeah. Like it's not necessarily that it's super, super like high def detailed. It's just there's a lot of like depth. It looks very like it does look like they took the cartoon and put it in real life, but at the same time looks like it has a lot of dimension to it. Articulation wise, it's really not that like it's different.
Groundbreaking.
It's whatever.
Well, as I said, it's like the Crow Robins. They look great, but man, they got single jointed arms, single jointed elbows. Single jointed elbows, single jointed knees.
Yeah, it's like the McFarlane Stain that I have. It's really not that excellent of a figure, but it sculpt is amazing. He's got his booby grabbing hands.
So yes, like you can just have that as a one-off, almost statue come to life kind of thing.
Yeah.
And this is
You
what
gotta
Joe
show.
was
Put the other face. Put the yelling face on him.
the tunic is like separate of his blue shirt underneath of there.
Yeah,
That's pretty
Only
nice.
thing I don't like is when you lean back. I think they should have sculpted this different
Yes,
so it doesn't
you
look
can
like his
see.
body is about to fall apart.
Yeah. Take that face off though. Put the other face on it real quick.
Which one?
The yelling face.
I haven't tried any of the faces yet.
Like I prefer the Super Saiyan look overall, but the fact that powered down state or the space form has that yelling face, that's probably how I'll keep them.
Looks like you could change the mouths.
I almost thought so that you could change the mouth because
Does he have a real pretty mouth?
There's that much like depth to it to where I thought like, oh wow, like you could put different mouthpieces in, like you could have them yelling or not yelling, but no, you can't.
It's like a Mr. Potato Head. Oops.
It is kind of like a Mr. Potato Head, isn't it? So yeah, see how like that face in particular, there is a lot of like dimension to it. Like
I like the eyes.
yeah, and there's eyes. There's different ones, so you can replace the eyes so he's looking left or looking right.
Yeah. You can pop the eyes out. Whoop.
Yep.
I'm having flashbacks to my masterpiece Cheetor.
But the
Fortimus says, "Is this SH Figure Arts?" It is not.
Bandai.
It is Bandai. It is Tamashi. It is not SH Figure Arts. This is a new line called Imagination Works, and it's a different scale.
Yeah, it's sort of like when Hasbro did Hyper Real.
They're Hyper Real Star Wars figures that seems to have died.
Hyper quickly.
Yeah, when you do your review, you got to put him like right in between a 1.6 and a 1.12 because I think he's going to land scale wise, and being 1.9, he should be pretty much right in the middle of 1.6 and 1.12.
I forgot to grab one of my Play Arts while I was in the basement earlier.
Or a NECA. A NECA would probably go well with that.
Yeah, that was yeah. I was thinking about McFarlane. Sometimes I get McFarlane and freaking.
Well, that's the thing. NECA and McFarlane go very well together. That's one of the reasons with the Mortal Kombat, I can put a Predator and Jason next to Scorpion, and I can have a Mortal Kombat 10 moment.
Yeah, these things are kind of like a. What if you took Storm Collectibles and SH Figure Arts and TB League and like mashed them all together and made some kind of hybrid monstrosity, and that's what he's got there.
Jeez, that display area is messy.
You know, something else occurred to me too when we were talking about the Amazing Yamaguchi stuff, and just reminded me here. Both Figma and Amazing Yamaguchi for sub $100 per figure can give you all those accessories and a display stand. When Bandai is like, "You want your display stand? You go buy it yourself, motherfucker.
Yeah.
We aren't giving you shit."
Yeah.
Every company comes with a display stand. It's not.
Yep.
I still need to get some of those. I want to get some of those. I need to get a set of those Hasbro display stands.
They're nice. I recommend. They're they $14 or $15?
Yeah, I got the one that came with my Black Widow, but I want to get a set of them.
Oh, wait, you get 3?
Yeah. 3 for $15. That's a deal.
There's a new one that I got. Let me see if I can find one.
Oh, I also put on pre-order because it comes with the stand. I did put on pre-order the Sentinel Miles Morales.
Yes, I've got him on pre-order too.
I got some of these, which they sell in like I think a 20 pack on Amazon. I'll have to try to find a link.
Is it the old Bitsus?
No, it's not an Obitsu. It's almost more. It's kind of like a Figma type stand. But they sell. I'm pretty sure it was 20. It might have been 10. I might have bought 2 of them.
Are they good quality?
They're pretty cheap. The only thing I don't like about them is that the arm, like both of the arm pieces, are the exact same length. I like to have like a short one in between and then a long one. So depending on what size figure you have, whether you have them standing or whatever, you can get the arms in the right position. When the arms are like the same length, you can only make like, you can either have him up in the air, you can have him like a V shape. Sometimes he's not on the stand, sometimes he's on your desk or whatever. So I like to have different size arms, but the Obitsus are nice for that. But what I don't like about the Obitsus is you get them in too high of a flying and they're wobbling all over the place.
Yeah.
You know, and you walk through your collection and you close the door too hard and that freaking things are falling all, you know, they start wobbling and they fall over. So actually my I guess it would be the Dragon Ball Super line here in my SH Figure Arts display. Like half of them are all falling over because of that.
And what did they run? Do you remember?
Let me see if I can find it real quick in my order history. Because it was pretty cheap. That's why I kind of took a gamble on them, tried them out. Let's see here.
Because if
it is 10.
10 per.
Did I pay that much?
I always look at everything through my T-Man Amazon store, so that way if I accidentally buy something, you know.
Well, as I said, if you find it, send it to the group chat, and then we can have T-Man set up a curated link for the masses.
Here it is. It's 20. So it's $28 for 10.
That's a
so
lot of stands. Yeah.
You're lot. Yeah. So you're $3 a piece. So you're getting a whole bunch of them. But it's like that is almost like exactly like a Figma style stand.
So maybe T will add that to his collection.
The McGavin. MacGuffin.
They actually have a lot of decent stands. I'm looking at their stuff.
All right. Well, what do you guys think?
I think that's a wrap. What do you guys think?
I think it is.
Good night, everybody.
So we want to thank you all for coming out. We appreciate your time and your patience with us because God knows we need it.
Yeah.
You know what we didn't say yet? And if people are still listening, that's awesome. You got to hit that like button.
And subscribe.
Buy our
Hit
shirts.
that like button.
Insert GIF of what's her name saying, "You like us. You really like us."
Sally Field.
Sally Field, thank you. That's
Buy our shirts.
Yep, go to the Fab Go to the Fab Shop if you want some of our merchandise. We do. We wear it because we think we're cool. And you can think you're cool too if you wear the same shirt that Joe's got. And then you can tell someone, random strangers, people that you work with, that you wear the same shirt as Joe Crab, and they'll be like, "Oh, fuck yeah, Joe Crab." And you'll be super popular. That's how it'll go down.
Yeah.
In fact,
Just
if
tell
Dave were
them
wearing
you
his
have
figure
Crab.
action shirt, he would have gotten 20% off his
I think it's almost
house.
the most amazing thing is you ran into like one of 4 people that actually know who Joe Crab is.
It's more than 4. It's at least 5.
It's not my crab. It's not my crab. It's Joe Crab.
It's Joe Crab. So enough saying that name. We'll see you guys next week, and we'll be back to abnormal, I'm sure. But thanks for coming out. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You know all the YouTube things. We thank you for coming out. We hope to see you again next week. We appreciate you all.